And again, nicely done by the JCM Marching Cougar Band as they perform here at halftime. They're Cougars on top of this one, 14 to nothing at this point.
But just outstanding.
They really are.
Number by the band.
They play with such power.
Oh.
It just knocks you out from up here. Let's go back down and listen to God Bless the Child. Another outstanding performance by the JCM Marching Cougar Band as they take it out with the Channel 1 suite. And that ends the JCM Cougars part of the halftime show. Brought to you by the Village Inn Pizza Parlor. Give them a call at 668-7288 and pick up on that football party special. They still got it. It's still good.
Any toppings. And what kind did you get for us?
Anything you want.
Okay.
Anything you want. Let's take a break here at halftime. We'll be back with 2 more quarters of this one. Don't you go away.
Legends of the sports world come to life with sports impressions, interpreted by the world's greatest sports artists, reproduced in the finest bisque porcelain available from the collectible corner at the Old Country Store. You too can be a part of the world of sports memorabilia, collectibles with sports legends of the past and present, baseball, football, and coming soon, basketball legends of the NBA. Sports impressions, memorabilia collectibles inside Jackson's Old Country Store.
Those folks up the road have a good car insurance agent, and they told their neighbors. These folks told their neighbors that same agent was good for life and health insurance, too. And this family recommended the same agent to insure their neighbor's home. Why do so many people end up buying all their insurance from a State Farm agent? Ask a neighbor.
State Farm is there.
For all your insurance needs, call Ron Darby at 668-1505.
The temperature never drops below Xerex. That's very important to remember at a time like this, when your car has been sitting idle, when it's very dark and very deserted and very cold. Oh, thank heavens, you did remember Xerex antifreeze. The temperature never drops below Xerex.
Xerex antifreeze coolant is everyday low priced at $3.95 a gallon from your neighborhood motor parts and bearing store with 5 convenient Jackson locations.
Things can get pretty rough when you find yourself pregnant and you are still single, or you've just separated from your husband. Suddenly, the whole world seems to close in on you, and everything looks hopeless. We at Birthright want to help you. It's free and confidential. We don't judge, we don't ask questions. We just want to help you. If you aren't up to calling us now, you can always find us in the newspaper or in your telephone book. Call us soon. We really care about you.
We are back at the T.R. White Sportsplex. You know, Bob, some people bring blankets, some people bring hot chocolate. You huddle in the midst of the cheerleaders.
I'm getting warm right now. I think by fourth quarter I'll be okay. I have the gorgeous, you know, JCM always has the best looking cheerleaders.
Well, you're in
my
trouble.
alma mater, I can talk about my Cougars. I'm going to introduce, they're going to introduce themselves and what class? Name and class.
Dorothy Gacho, I'm a sophomore. Alexis Smith, I'm a sophomore. Jamie North, junior. Kirsten Way, senior. Teresa Andrews, junior. Whitney Brown, you're junior. Leslie Ledbetter, junior. Ayana Fagan, sophomore. Cindy McAlexander, sophomore. Stephanie Duke, junior. Tina Baker, sophomore. Christy Kelsey, sophomore. Christy Curl, sophomore. Tara Rawls, junior. Lisa Gill, senior. Julie Walker, senior. Latoya Christopher, senior.
And this is their captain. Did I miss anyone? Great looking JCM Cougar cheerleaders.
All right, thank you, Bob. Nice job. Hello again, girls. Nice to have you along with us tonight.
Bob Hamilton, senior citizen.
Bob
Eat your heart out, Mike.
I'll swap our heater that we have up here for yours that you have down there.
Anytime. Well, we've got about 24 minutes worth of head knocking to go, and we call it football around here, and we're ready to go. Northside, on the strength of the fact that they took the opening kickoff, which they might regret at this point, will be booting it away to the JCM Cougars. The Cougars lead this one 14-0, which, Mike, I don't know. I'm not going to say it's an upset, but I think maybe a little unexpected at this point.
What, JCM is just so strong.
They are. Adam English boots it away, taken by one of the up men at about the 18-yard line, coming back laterally across the field. Big hole opens up. Cuts back against the grain, still running at the 45-yard line, and the Cougars will operate from good field position to start the second half of play.
Tyrese Miller, 42, to make the stop on that run back.
Looking back at some of the stat sheets, Mike, the scoring drives for JCM, the scoring plays, actually, Bryant to Hicks, 31-yard pass play. They missed the PAT after a penalty on the first PAT try. Then again, House on a 6-yard run. The PAT was Bryant to Cobb for 2. That's where we are at 14-0 JCM. First and 10 from the 45 for the Cougars. Bryant on the ground. Alvin House rambles out to about midfield and hauled down by the majority of the north side front.
Number 54, though, Will Rask getting up to the bottom. He had an ankle, I know.
Speaking of defensive players, the Top Store Top Stomper Award will be presented for the last time this season, and that'll be coming up after the ball game is over with. Bob Hamilton will be in charge of the ceremonies there. 2nd and 6, gain of 4 for House as he comes out of the backfield for JCM. Bryant sets him with 3 backs in the backfield. Everybody in tight. Here's Bobo Henning coming to the right side. Stood up after he crossed midfield, and down to around the 47-yard line goes Melvin Henning.
It was Jonathan Key, number 50, who made the tackle on a pretty well defense play by Northside.
There you see some of the crowd here on the JCM side of the field. Northside, of course, the visitors this year. They won this matchup last year. I think it was, what, 24-12 or somewhere in that realm at the reservation. Of course, the game will be back there next year. Hopefully, we'll be there to cover it for you. 3rd quarter of play. Cougars on top 14-0. Their first offensive set of the 2nd half. Bryant gives it off. House lowers the helmet.
Ball
is loose.
But it's going to rule the possession.
Yep.
Rule that he was down and the fumble called the ball. So it'll be JCM's ball.
They won't allow the ground to cause a fumble now.
Montague Hayes and David Bryant, the quarterback, in the area to cover up just in case. Let's look at it again, Mike.
Let's look at this. The ball, I think it's forward progress. He may have ruled on that.
Yeah, it looks like
I tell you what, that
close.
Could have made a case on that one almost.
Close.
I think he was probably down by possession, but I believe a helmet caused that fumble almost.
1st and 10 from the Indians' 43-yard line. Cougars with the ball. Bryant hands it off there at the line of scrimmage. Read well and defensed well by the Northside Indians that time. Going to be maybe a yard gain at best. Coming up out of there after the hit is 55 for Northside.
55, Alvin Ferguson. And let's see, we've got a official's timeout. We've got an injury on the field to one of the Northside players, Jimmy.
Northside player down. I can't pick up a number from my vantage point. Coach is coming out to check it out. Looks like it may be a minute. While they check on this young man, I'll ask for the truck. We're going to take a break here, guys. Let's take a quick break with 9:19 left in the 3rd quarter. We'll be right back to Roth Rock.
Electronics, the pros to know in audio and video, is known by the companies we keep.
Adcom, Alpine, Audiovox, Bazooka, Acoustic, CWD, Kenwood, Klipsch, Laserdisc, Luxman, Monster Cable, Optonica by Sharp, Pioneer, Polk, Pyle, and Yamaha.
That's not bad company. New Wave Electronics, Carriage House Drive, Jackson.
Jackson businessman John Allen.
The success of the John H. Allen Company hinges on repeat business with satisfied customers. And naturally, as a company grows over the years, people sometimes get the image that we no longer do the smaller jobs, and that couldn't be more wrong. We do like to do the larger jobs, but we try to remember where we came from and take care of the customers who have taken care of us.
John H. Allen Company, Jackson's only certified remodeler.
Hi, Mike McCallum reminding you to see us at the electric outlet before you buy. You'll be satisfied with our low prices and quality of service we offer, or I won't be satisfied. You deserve what our customers expect. Free local appliance delivery and setup and haul away. Our truckload purchases from Magic Chef, Westinghouse, RCA, and Zenith makes the electric outlet the place to shop. Buy with confidence from the electric outlet where you find the lowest prices with service and selection. See us for the best buy in town. I personally guarantee it. The electric outlet.
Young man being helped off the field for the Northside Indians. Looked like maybe a left ankle or a left knee, Mike. They were working on the left side at any rate. It's Ozzie Pearson, sophomore, a petite young man at 6'3", 320.
Yeah, but he got off on his own power.
Yeah, that's
so, that's always, you always feel better when they can
Jimmy,
take themselves off.
I believe he weighs less than Jimmy Duke.
Not by much, not by much. He's got about 4 inches of height on me, though. 9:09, clock cranking here. Bryant gives it off. Looks like hitting again. Grabbed by the shirt and hauled down at the 40-yard line after about a 3-yard gain.
J.B. Averett will make the stop for Northside.
JCM has pretty much kept it on the ground here. They have eaten up about, what, 4 minutes, almost 4 minutes of clock.
Yeah, I do. JCM has just looked very strong through the first half and into the second half. Northside has looked good in spots, but they've kind of sputtered. The JCM defense and offensive backs have just been overpowering.
Consistency is the one thing that Northside has not been able to muster here tonight offensively.
Makes you wonder what the game next week between Haywood County and JCM is going to be like.
I think that's going to be a
That'll
good
be a
one.
killer. Misdirection this time. Bryant to throw, got pressure, got a scramble, hit from behind and hit from the front, and down he goes back about the original line of scrimmage.
Oh, that was 35, Jason Montgomery, that chased him down, and I'm not sure who that was came up from the secondary to make that stop.
It was a good pop, whoever it was. Let's look at it again, see if we can catch it.
They will punt the ball.
Let's see if we can see this on replay.
There it is.
Watch it. Little fake handoff play action. Look at Jason Montgomery chasing him down. He gets him and oh, hello.
I thought it was Mays at first, but Mays was trailing on the play, and we could not pick up a number.
40. I saw the 4. 42 may have been Tyrese
Miller. Right. Good snap on the punt. Big pressure, and got it away. Gonna hit and look at this.
Pass.
Take a cougar roll.
Oh, get it.
Holy mackerel, talk about you coughing.
Talk about chasing one down.
Oh, me. Down to the 1 yard line or less, and the Cougars have boxed in the Indians, and they got a long way to go. Good punt and how would we say, a fortuitous bounce.
Fortuitous. Yeah, there was good pressure on the punter then. I thought for a moment that might be blocked.
Looked like it. 55 for JCM was all over the place, but just didn't get a piece of it. That was Donnie Brown in there to try to get that punt. Good effort at any rate. Let's see what they do. Caputo and Salih come to the wide side of the formation. It is Kelvin Tate, 89, to the right side, short side. 2 behind Corey Hill. They keep it on the ground.
Just back to the line of scrimmage.
Just about the line of scrimmage. Not much doing there. That was Mitchell, I believe. Virgil Mitchell, the fullback, with the ball. 2nd and 10, no gain. Clock running, 7:04 left in the third quarter. A 14-0 deficit with the Cougars on top of that one.
And 99 yards to go. That's uphill battle at best.
Indeed. Northside, of course, is an explosive offense. They can make a lot of ground in a hurry. Miller and Salih to this side, shoots for Salih, knocked up in the air, intercepted, still in the air, and the ball's on the ground now. Let's see who's going to come up with it. I think it's going to be Cougar football.
They're going to rule that as an incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass.
I tell you what, that would be an interesting one if they caught that on replay.
Yeah, let's look at it again. Here it comes.
That was a good, just a slant into the wide out. Okay, watch him. There's their bat.
Good
up in the air.
There.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, it's coming down. Got to look at it. He's gathering it up.
Bam, there's the helmet, and out it comes.
It's out again. Still up for grabs.
Anthony Hicks almost got a handle on it, and then to the ground it goes.
I do what that was.
That's a break for Northside.
Put that in the follies.
Yeah, 3rd and 11. Hill throwing out of his own end zone, shoots it out to Salih. Got him. And down he goes with a first down at the 13-yard line, and what a big play for Northside.
I do what, that's a gutsy play to roll back in your own end zone with the defensive pressure that JCM has put on the quarterback and throw that ball out.
TRTV's camera crew, one of the field cameras right there on the spot. You got a good look at young Salih getting up after a good reception.
See what, one thing you don't want to do though, you don't want to punt out of your own end zone from the 1 because normally that punter will get back about 17 yards.
And that doesn't give you much room to ramble, does it?
And when you're up only 11 yards from line of scrimmage and worrying about stepping out of the end zone.
Well, he's done it again. I see more cheerleaders down there. Bob Hamilton hard at work. Pumped once by Hill. Shoots it out there looking for an incomplete to Tyrese Miller. Threw it over the wrong shoulder or Tyrese got turned around. One of the two. At any rate, incomplete out around the 25-yard line.
Jimmy, I've got some good-looking ladies I'd like to talk to down here.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. Let's get this next play off, and we'll come down to you, and by then you should be good and warm.
That's right.
5:22, clock stops on the incomplete pass. They send Salih and Caputo along with Miller and Virgil Mitchell. Nobody, nope, now they're going to bring Mitchell back. Corey Hill is going to set Mitchell in behind him, I believe. Nope, they're going to bring him to the left side. We'll get it right here in a minute.
I think this would be a pass, don't you think?
I think so, and rolls out of pressure.
Oh,
throws. There's
wide open.
Caputo at midfield. Caputo, it's a foot race. Louis
He's not
Caputo
gonna win it, though.
and struck down from behind at the 20-yard line. But
Wayne Woodard, number 5. I did. There was just a breakdown in coverage, Jimmy. He was wide open, as the saying goes.
Wide open. While we settle that one down, let's go down to Bob Hamilton and see if he's settled down any.
No, these girls are excited. They saw a big play for Northside. Why y'all wearing sweats? Oh. What's that cheer y'all wanted to do for me? Go Bob. How you like that? Here we go. Name and class.
Chrissy Pittman, sophomore. Amy Fletcher, sophomore. Ginger Dickerson, sophomore. Walter Rice, junior.
Hold it right there, Bob. Hold it
Hold right
there.
here.
We'll
We're
be
going to hold right
back.
here. All right, come on.
1st and 10 now for Northside from the JCM 20. Hill wants to throw, got time, shoots it out in the flat, complete to Kelvin Tate, and down Kelvin goes inside the 15-yard line. Back to you, Bob.
Here we go.
Dave Bonner, junior. Marcy Reynolds, junior. Rachel Scott, junior. Trisha Baskin, junior. Andrew Simpson, senior. Allison Wright, senior.
The Northside Indian Cheerleaders.
All right, thank you, ladies, for making the long trip around to be with us on TRTV's final game of the season. And back they go. I like those outfits, the sweats and the jackets, very nice looking. 4:21 now, 7-yard gain on the first down play. Motion now as Caputo heads to the right side. Hill looks, shoots, incomplete, trying to go over the middle again to Kelvin Tate, a little look-in pass.
Yeah, wasn't anything there on that one.
No, that's pretty well defense and tight in there at that close range. Ball marked at the 13-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down and 3 now, and again, a critical 3rd down situation for the Northside Indians. They really need this one now to get back in this game on a solid footing.
The thing is, with the 3rd and 3 and the way they've been running the ball, they're going to have to go to the air. And the closer you get to that goal line, the less room you have to operate.
You know it. You know it. Kelvin Tate to the short side of the formation split. Tyrese Miller now in motion. Salee wide left. 2 backs behind Hill. Hill shoots it over the middle and almost picked off in there by JCM and missed the mark completely with that one, as Brian Salee was not quite in position yet.
I think he didn't get released off the line. I think he got bumped at the line by one of the JCM and messed up the timing, and that's strictly a timing pattern.
Spot pass, a timing pass, and the timing was off.
Let's see what JCM are. Looks like they're going to. I don't see Adam English coming in, so it looks like they're going to be going for it.
Louis Caputo checks back in with the play this time. Caputo will line up in the slot left. Salee split wide. Caputo in motion now. Mitchell and Chris Mays in the backfield. Going to throw, and incomplete. A collision at the ball, and it goes incomplete right there. Good defensive play by, I believe that's Anthony Hicks. Nope, that's 44, was it not?
Yeah, 44 that came up to help on that.
44 is Kerry Cobb in there to do the damage. And again, Northside has come up empty as they penetrate into territory with their vaunted air game, but can't do much with it when they get down there tight with that JCM defense.
A good drive, you know, that one started at the 1.
They look sharp, but unable to put it in the end zone. Nothing on the board still. 14-0 Cougars as they operate from their own 13-yard line. Bryant checks it off at the line of scrimmage. Wants to throw, rolls to the right side, now tucks it down, cuts back up inside, still on his feet is David Bryant, still rolling, and down goes David Bryant out around the 30-yard line. Plenty enough for the first down for JCM.
It was Danny Johnson, 86, who brought him down, and that was an excellent running and picking by.
Let's take a
good pass. I'm surprised JCM passing as much as they do. No one's open. He does the right thing. He tucks it down. And look, just good moves, good running, picking his hose, waiting for his blockers to catch up with him. A good run.
Made Tyrese Miller miss him, and when you make that happen, you've done a day's work right there. 3:32, clock running, 3rd quarter. Cougars up by 2 touchdowns. Alvin House over the left side. A lot of helmet popping going on and a flag in the middle of all of it.
Tyrese Miller, the first one to hit him, number 42, but then he picked up 2 or 3 yards after that.
Flag's down at about the 33-yard line. It appeared from the reaction it's going to be against JCM.
Holding against JCM, that's going to move him back 10 yards. If you're keeping count, Bob, that's 9. Penalties for JCM for 60 yards.
And a touchdown and a PAT. All brought back on account of the penalties. In that case, I believe there were procedure penalties in both cases. 3:11, the clock is stopped as they mark it off. Now they crank it back in again. JCM will operate with a 1st and 20 from the 20. Wide receiver to the near side is Kerry Cobb. Bryant on the reverse.
Got some
Anthony
blockers out in
Hicks.
front of him. 2 blockers, 2. Oh,
It's a
good
block on
block.
the corner. Hicks is on the roll. Chris Mays has a shot, takes it, and down he goes at midfield.
Tell you what, you had 2 blockers out there for JCM and 2 defenders, and there was an excellent block put on that corner. I didn't pick up his number, but if we got that on replay, maybe we can see it.
Anthony Hicks, number 40, the ball carrier. Here it is.
Here comes this, a good reverse. You know, they get some action. Now watch, you've got 2 on 2. Watch this first one there. That's a little guard out there, 52.
Yep. That's Spud Mathis. He put the block on.
Oh,
and
good
Chris
play.
Mays lowered the hat to him and knocked him out of bounds as he crossed midfield and into Indian territory. And the Cougars operate with a 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line.
Juan Brooks, 52. You're not supposed to be able to run that fast if you're playing guard, are you, Bob?
Straight up the middle on the handoff. Alvin House bulls his way down to the 40-yard line.
7 yards.
Got a cloud of dirt.
Yep.
There you see some of the happy campers along the JCM sideline. Clock is running now at 2:03, and my mouth is freezing up here.
I think if this is a long, sustained drive, as the JCM appears it's going to be doing, this can change the complexion of the game drastically for JCM or Northside.
David Bryant in control. 1 second, Bob. We'll get right to you. Bryant wants to throw again. Got some pressure. Needs to unload. Scrambles to the near sidelines and banged out of bounds at the 40. Make that the 35-yard line. Tyrese Miller this time got a bead on him and made it stick. Bob Hamilton.
Well, if you wondered why you hadn't heard any comments the last couple of minutes, my mic went out.
Oh, no.
I was telling you what the flag was on. I was calling the plays, and y'all wasn't listening to me, but the mic was out. Anthony Hicks made the 2 big defensive plays to stop Northside. Y'all said 44. Anthony Hicks made both plays.
Was 4-0 then. We
Yes,
apologize.
sir. Just want to let you know I'm back in action.
Back in action and on the scene. Timeout looks like it's being called. Let's see where this one's going to go.
Equipment timeout. Officials timeout. 55 needed to snap his helmet. Now we're ready to go.
Stopped it with 1:35 left here in the 4th quarter of play. Again, we remind you, JCM on top 14-0. It's good to have you along with us on a chilly Friday night from the TR White Sportsplex. Our last game in a series of 9 this year here at TRTV. We've enjoyed bringing them to you each and every week. From the 36-yard line, JCM with the football. Bryant gives it off. Over the right side goes Alvin House again, number 34, down near the 30-yard line.
55, Alvin Ferguson, who tripped him up to the line of scrimmage and is a little slow getting up.
Kerry Cobb in the bottom of the pile, leading the charge for JCM. JCM in a ball control mode right now, keeping the ball away from the Indians' explosive offensive unit. They have exploded a time or two, but just couldn't get the momentum to go long enough to put it in the end zone. 2nd and 5 from the 31. Bryant, House, big hole, back against the grain. Mathis right there to haul him down at the 24-yard line.
Good tackle by Mathis. As we talked about earlier, Mathis gives up 50 pounds when he goes up against him.
He's a little bulldog, though. He really hung in there that time against the bigger JCM back.
It's going to be a 1st down.